do an early one today, so hopefully this isn't too bad. I'm just going to go ahead and get into things here. Raise the exposure a little bit, and we'll turn the autofocus off. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys now. Hey Ryuki, how you doing there? Hope the audio is fine. Somebody just give me an audio check on whether the background music is too loud or whatever. Let's just see how this goes. Ugh. Try and move stuff out of my way here. So, let's get on with stuff. Audio seems good, so pretty balanced, not too loud, not too low either. Let's go ahead and do some of the easiest stuff here. We're still working on Nugs' Gyan. I've yet to receive the other suits that were supposed to be coming within 6 weeks, I think, from HLJ, or up to 6 weeks. So it might end up being a while before I end up doing some other kits for this project. Hey ATM, nice to see you. Yeah, during this stream I may get a phone call. If I do, I'll be cutting my microphone off. Right, let's try and put some junk over here on my desk. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hold up. I see you making a piece of the Gyan this time. Yeah, I did the BD1. I've done quite a bit of the Gyan. I've done most of the legs, the shield. I'm just doing the saber at the moment. I was about to try and cut that off with the just the knife there, but it's best just using the nippers and then sanding it down. But yeah, we're doing good here at the moment. And again, I know at some point, if he comes in, Exram's going to say it, you know, about the whole thing about ordering files. I really do need to do that, because I keep saying I'll do it, and then I don't, because I always end up doing something else on the stream, you know. Whether it be me talking about something for too long or whatever, I just keep forgetting to get new files. Let's make sure I hold this stuff in the center of the camera sort of view as well, so, or at least round about the center, so I'm not messing this up. Okay, that's cleaned up pretty nicely. So how's everybody doing on GBO2? Considering we're here looking at kids and stuff, might as well talk about GBO2, even though I've not played it since my hand's messed up. Again. No. Oop. Come on now. Just trying to smooth this down a little bit. The nub was really large on this, so I thought, you know what, I'll just file it down as much as I can. I'm just gonna make sure I curve this as well. Okay, that looks okay. Sin says, not been playing GBO2 for a good few months. Hey Sin, nice to see you again. Nice to see everybody coming in here to see how the project's going. I ordered the painting clip, like clamp stick things. You guys know, I was on about it before. They're like, get this piece of rubber here. They're like that, but they have a crocodile clip at the end that you can just sort of attach parts to and then spray. I ordered a load of those from HLJ. Oh, and there's the phone. Just a moment. So, yeah, I may end up being a little bit distracted in this video, primarily because I'm expecting phone calls. So, if I end up going silent for a moment and don't do anything, that's because I'm taking the phone call. Hey, Nugs. So, anybody roll anything new on GBO or what? I'm expecting like the phone to go off any moment again now, because the person that I'm waiting for a phone call from rung my cell phone or my mobile phone, but my mobile phone is absolutely terrible and runs out of battery like every 5 minutes. So the moment he gets a connection with me, just bang, call drops. So yeah. Doven Wolf is a little bit annoying to fight against. All the massive beam weapons it has, because it's got the crazy not like funnels but bits or whatever, and then it's got the shoulder beam cannon things, and then the actual beam cannon rifle thing that it's got. I say beam cannon because it's pretty powerful from what I've seen anyway. Oh. Honestly, like, I better start researching UC more to actually figure out what other stuff I want in GBO, because everybody keeps on asking me that, you know, like, oh, Moody, what would you want in GBO now? And the only things that I can think of right off the top of my head is stuff like the Stark Jagan for space. These are all from Unicorn, by the way. The Violent Custom, and like a Jester variant. Those are the only things that I'd want at the moment, obviously, apart from the new Gundam. Maybe the narrative, because I've said for a while now that the narrative, just the standard Scarecrow version, would be real nice. But because we're in Double Zeta, it's a bit crazy. Moody wants Death Scythe in GBO, says Sid. Hey, X-Ram. Is that a comb? No, it's not a comb. It's still just a normal file. Oh, the comb there! That's not for GBO. That's not for GBO. That's not for Gunpla. That's literally just for me self-grooming. You know, I just left it there. What else have I left here that I'm not meant to have here? Am I doxing myself already like I did the last time? I don't think I am. That's a good thing. Thanks for pointing that out, Exram. Ryuki says it's not just beam weapons. It's that you cannot stun him. He's like a tank. Oof. Oof. It has no melee resistance. So you can just get up in its face. Incomes are for doing extra damage while you whack someone, says Nugs. Yeah, I've seen... See, the thing is, even though, obviously, you know, with things how they are at the moment, I can't get on GBO as much, if at all. It's the whole thing of I keep getting videos on Twitter from Japanese players. So, you know, it's one of those things where when I see a new suit on Twitter, I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting, and then I try and find someone to ask about it. You know. Moody, you read that a little wrong, says Nugs. My bad, my bad. I'm trying to speed read everything. No, it has the melee resistance of the Gorgonzock. Ah, so it's very tanky then. I love the way you just corrected me there. I'm so sorry, Nugs. I'm so sorry. When there's a load of stuff in chat, normally I just try and read as fast as I can. And obviously sometimes there will be mistakes. So I'm incredibly sorry about that. I just like trying to be caught up with all the messages. Ooh, right, let's see. Yeah, the Doven Wolf is a tanking beast. You're gonna need to shoot them a lot in order to stun him. Plus, normal melee swing doesn't even stun him. Gotta go in for the downswing. Well, downswing's always what, a heavy stun anyway? So I thought that would be sort of the whole deal with it. Like, rush in, downswing, and then get as much damage in while he's on the floor as possible. It's fine, I just didn't want you diving into them under a misconception. It's cool, man. I'm glad you picked me up on it, you know. because, or at least pointed it out, because I don't want to be, like, reading stuff wrong and then getting the wrong impression. Okay, this handle here is looking pretty clean at the moment. Funny thing is, that phone call that I'm meant to be getting is from the doctors about my hands, because of, I feel like at the moment I've still got a little bit of repetitive strain, possibly from, like the time and stuff at the moment, but I've got like pain in me, a couple of my joints and my fingers and things like that, and I'm like, okay, I'll ring up the doctors to see, like whether it's repetitive strain or something more crazy, and, the doctor should have my home telephone number and not my mobile, but instead he rings my mobile, and of course, like I've said before, because my mobile being trash, it just, it turns off. So yeah, fun stuff, fun stuff. Even though I've left them with a thing saying, please ring my, my home telephone number, they're just like, no, we'll carry on. So, it's their own fault if they can't get hold of me. I'm gonna try and do the torso now. Or I can match up as being the torso anyway. So there's the waist section that goes at the bottom. Just make sure I've nipped that. Let's see. Sky God says, have you seen all the new kids coming out? Yes. I need David K from Beast Wars in here. Every time I say yes now, I always think of that because of Jobby's videos. But yeah, the new stuff looks real nice. I can't wait. Like the real grade Wing Gundam and the real grade Hainu look really nice. Then of course we've got the Gremory and the Death Scythe, of which I was holding out for the Death Scythe for years. Like at least 2 years. The Gremory I wasn't actually expecting. So that's neat. That's another IBO frame I'm gonna get. I should actually go back and order some more IBO frames, to be honest, because the first shot I had at the Gusion Rebake Full City didn't go so well, and I really want to try the Lupus again because I messed that up. It was mainly during the time where I was trying to do the parts and paint them up, and what ended up happening was sprayed too much gold on them and was like, oh great, I guess I'll try using some paint stripper, and the paint stripper melted the V-fin for the Lupus. And then I'm trying to remember what else I'd sprayed on the Gusion Rebake Full City that just went absolutely terrible. This was at a time where I was just having really bad luck with kits, because it was about the same time that I mentioned I had the problem with the real grade Wing Zero custom, where I'd lost the ends of the feet. That was really annoying, and I ended up like with a bunch of kits that now are just spare parts. Let's see. Pale Rider Cavalry. The thing with the Pale Rider Cavalry is, even though it looks good, it's P Bandai again. Like I hate P Bandai because of, you know, like the suits that they pick. Obviously, people are like, well, you know, it's because not that many people want them, or whatever, or they're like rare because they're from a game, or, you know, things like that. And with me coming into this with, like, I wouldn't say zero knowledge, but definitely not as good as some people, you know, in terms of, like, where these kids come from or what they're based on, you know. It's like, when I hear something like, oh, it's from a game, so they don't think it'll sell as well or whatever, it's like, oh, they've not tried to sell it, clearly, they've just made it a limited thing, you know. I think I'm coming at this from a naive standpoint of just, I want these kits, so they should be on the market. No. Very greedy when it comes to getting stuff in my collection that I really like. Oh. But yeah, the real grade not real grade Death Scythe, that would be awesome. The normal TV version Death Scythe, I think I'm on record for like 2 years ago saying I would really want that as a high grade. And then they started dropping hints at it with like the Build Divers stuff with, what was it, Maggie's suit, the Love Phantom that uses similar parts. I'm like, okay, maybe I can do like a custom with that or whatever. And then sure enough, I'm glad I held off now, because then we've got a proper version. Let's see. Exram says, I'm looking forward to the Master Grade Gin. I'm surprised Bandai actually made it. Somebody said that again the other day. I think it was when we were doing Mecha Knights testing. I think it was Ion and Stealth were mentioning it. I think primarily Stealth. Nug says, Exram is definitely getting 5p Bandai variants. P Bandai, man. The bane of every collector's existence when you're trying to get certain suits and they're just like, oh no, we'll make you pay the same as a Master Grade just to get one kit that's probably in high grade. No. Unless they turn around and be like, okay, we'll do a Master Grade Pale Rider. You know, the ground type. For purely selfish reasons with me and GVO. You know, I'd love to get my hands on a Master Grade Pale Rider just for a laugh. But to do that, wouldn't they have to do the Gym Sniper 2 again? Let's see. Ryuki says, it's a shame that they put the Nightingale in high grade instead of real grade to match the high new. Maybe they only wanted to focus on one for now? You know. Because if they focus on one, then they could do the other one later down the line. It might just be a case of getting an idea of scale and seeing how many people actually buy it, and then being like, okay, we'll do it as a real grade. Because it's the same with the Sazabi and the real grade new. You know, it's like they did both of those in real grade, so they might do the Nightingale eventually. Either that or they're trying to work on the technology because of how crazy the Nightingale's design is. Especially because it looks like the backpack section is under a lot of weight. Just making sure that's smooth. It's a shame that Nightingale always gets shafted, says Sid. You can always hold out a little bit of optimism and think that they might, like I said, do it. Oh god, I'm going in for sanding these and I forgot these ones I need to actually work on. I love the way that the doctor, just quickly going back to that for a moment, I love the way the doctor rang the mobile phone, and then even though they're on record having my my house phone, they haven't bothered to ring me back just in case it's a problem with my phone. They've just said, yeah, you know what, he's not answering, so screw it. It's so nice of them. I'm gonna have to change my doctors eventually anyway, because they're absolute trash. Like, I know it's veering off topic a little bit, but it's just funny how bad the doctors that I go to at the moment is. I've been saying I'll change it for like a year, but I've just been too lazy to do it. I have to get round to it. It's the type of doctors where you go in and say, hi, I have a problem, and they're like, nah, just get out. We don't want you. We don't want to even talk to you, you know. Try and get you out the door as quickly as possible with a really pathetic sort of excuse as to why they need you out the door. Nug says, for some reason I didn't register the HG Nightingale as a companion to the RG Hainu. Probably because, you know, it's not an RG. Hey Ultras. Ultras' comment has been censored automatically by Susan. Good job, Susan. You know, if it isn't auto-censoring stuff, it's getting the moderation team on certain people's comments, like the last time we did a stream. That was messed up. Hopefully your doctor isn't a Gundam fan. I doubt he is. It was funny because I was actually thinking of how to adapt the channel previously because of, you know, my hands at the moment. I'm like, how can I go ahead and do content that will keep people happy? Because I know a lot of people come just to watch Gundam now, and I really don't want to annoy people. I mean, I probably already am at the moment by not being able to play GBO2, but it's the whole deal of I want to be able to still provide more content, so what I'm thinking of doing is going over and watching all the UC stuff. Possibly going in on that, or even doing just some random videos over things, because at least it gets some content out there and it doesn't hurt my hands as much. People were saying this ages ago, like, oh, you should just do like videos and like anime reviews and stuff, but it's taken me a while to get around to things. Mainly because I was just in a really bad place. Been in a bad place for a while, so I think I'm coming out the other side at the moment, which is nice. Okay. Twitch releases a poor apology. Capcom got hacked. Only saving grace is the constant lawsuits against the Aces Ultras. Yeah, I've seen the whole thing about Capcom. That was crazy. I've not seen the Twitch apology. Sounds like a similar problem for me, says Nugs. Every time I get good med insurance provider, I blink and I get downgraded to an almost useless provider. Oof. Come on now. I'm filing these parts to make them real smooth. It is really important right now. Because once these are done, like I said, then it's just onto painting. I might end up painting these before I get the other kits, you know. Which would be interesting, because I was actually expecting to do all the painting together in one go, but I might end up just turning around and be like, right, let's go get the paints and start doing stuff. At least it'd give me something to do. Then I can work on the weathering and things like that. Hell, I'd probably end up with the Easy 8 done in no time. And then it's just a case of, like I said, I need to save the colour schemes I've got on Discord already. So I need to save Sin's silver and purple BD1, and I need to save Nugs' colour scheme. That way I can get all these done without having to worry too much. I'm trying not to file down these panels here, but it's pretty hard considering the nub mark just on the edge of the torso, which is an absolute nightmare. That moment where I'm trying to do stretches, because like I was saying, the reason why I rung the doctors is because I think I'm still getting repetitive strain in my joints, mainly like some joints on my knuckles, and then on the underside there on this hand. That's where it's hurting the most. So I'm assuming that it's, instead of being in my my wrists, it's kind of worked its way up, and now it's slowly, you know, doing my hands a bit of damage. It doesn't help that, you know, like I've tried to get back into streaming fully, and as a result, I may have damaged my hands again. So I figure it's recovering from one thing and then going all in on another that's potentially caused me some problems. So if it's that, then it just means I'm going to need to heal for a little bit longer, but at least I can do stuff like this and enjoy myself, you know. Doing the waist section here. Slowly filing this down. So yeah, what's the deal with Twitch? You know, I want to know about that, because the last thing I heard about Twitch was the whole deal with the music DMCA thing that was going on. It's like every time I hear about Twitch, it goes worse. So what's the deal with that? Light food, says Sid. Oh. Twitch has Susan's twin sister, says Exram. Oh no. Oh no. That's not a good sign. Susan's twin sister, it's Susan, but the second S is a Z or something. Susan. No, normally like with Marvel or DC villains, where they have some sort of like, if it's a recolor of somebody, they normally have like a similar name. Come on now. Trying to file down these nubs on the side of the waist here and not get rid of the bevels. RS-178 Susan Mark II, says Sid. By the way, I saw the bird in the Dendrobium armor on Discord. That was cool. Thank you. Okay. Twitch has been giving out DMCAs for simple things like blenders and what? What? You've got to be kidding me. I heard about the music thing, but blenders and microwaves, Ultras, you're gonna have to go into more with that. You know, like everyday life products now being claimed for no reason. What? So like for instance, with me in the background, like Sin the other day heard me turn on the Xbox just to update stuff. Stuff like that I'd get claimed for if I was on Twitch. That's what you're saying? Just wait till he confirms this. I have a feeling he's writing a paragraph about this. Okay, that has more or less been shaved down. Even games which you have paid for might contain music. Oh no! So they're doing like the full-on DMCA, as in like, oh, we give you the right to own this thing, but we don't give you the right to stream it because it has copyrighted stuff in it. Therefore, it's our property. You know, so like for instance, me playing Sonic music at the moment, that'd get DMCA'd probably. But it's the whole deal of if you own the game and it's even if it's playing in the game, you still get DMCA'd. See, this is why I hate copyright stuff for things like that. It's like you just want something on in the background to chill to while you're doing stuff. Shouldn't be an issue, and then next moment they're just like, yeah, just copyright strike. Or just completely wreck your channel. It's like, oh, cheers. It's possible for your body to get claimed or muted just for having the noise of the Xbox starting. Oh my god. That is really stupid. VOD, not body. The video. So you could have your video claimed because of that. Don't know why it auto-corrected to that, but apparently you can get DMCA by sound effects too. Oh, that's what we're on about, Exam. So like the Xbox turning on, or for instance like a kettle in the background boiling for me to make like a coffee or whatever. Or even before my phone. That is that's something special, that. Ugh. Okay, that's the waist section done. Gotta love people and the stupid ways of trying to get money out of everybody. Oh, there you go. Let's uncensored Nugs' comment. because it got censored by PC Brigade again. Okay. Nug says, remember that Stadia ass hat that said streamers should pay a license for the games they play? Guess what, dumbass? It's called purchase receipt. I know, right? It was like ages ago where I think it was Sony were trying to do something similar where they were saying, we give you the game and you pay for the privilege of owning it, but that doesn't mean you get to, I think it was crack it open at the time, because it was around about 2012, 2013. It was the same time where they had the huge thing with them getting DDoSed because of them taking down Linux from the PS3, I think it was. It was a big thing at the time. Actually, it might have been before 2013. I think it was actually 2011 because I remember being over the other side of the country when that happened. Okay, let's see here. Sin says, if you're an obese Redditor on Twitch, the mere sound of your fat rolls slapping against each other will get you DMCA'd. Oh, Sin, that was a good one. Ultra says, Twitch is basically in full lockdown right now, so stream while you can, I guess. See, I don't use Twitch. I don't use Twitch for these reasons, you know, because I feel like I get a little bit more freedom in YouTube. That says a lot. Yeah. Considering they're basically sister sites at this point. I'll be doing a Lego stream later. Let's hope I get claimed for the clanging of plastic. Oh. That reminds me, I still need to organize all the Lego that I've got. If buying a game doesn't count as ownership anymore, it's basically a license. Yeah, that was what I remember a lot of people arguing. It's the whole thing of it's like, no, I buy this. As soon as I get it in my hands, it's my property. I can do what I want with it, you know. And I have to agree with that. It's like with this kit, you know, it's my kit now. I can do what I want with it. I can put it together. I'll paint it how I want. It's not as if Bandai can turn around and be like, oh no, you need to make it the exact colors and exact way that we tell you because you've paid for the rights to own the kit, not build it how you want. No, that would be totally special if they said that. Okay. What are we up to here? Oh, this nub here. I don't want to miss out on any nubs. Get a little bit more grip with this file doing it on this side at this angle. How long have we been going? 34 minutes already. What have we done in those 30 minutes? I enjoy relaxing and doing kits and everything, but 34 minutes and I look like I've not made much progress. It's a bit worrying. We did the handle for the rapier, you know, the sword. That was about it. The thing is, I'll probably end up doing little bits here and there, so I might call it after I've done all of the torso. Nug says, I say this in regards to games that become unobtainable like the Scott Pilgrim game. I still have that, and I need to check, does anybody have the date that it's going to come out on the Switch? Because I mentioned this before, they said it was going to be re-released on the Switch, and I just want it again, so I can play it a little bit easier than having to hook up my Xbox 360 again. But, he said it was coming out on the Switch in winter of 2020. I'm assuming that it's going to be any time now, and I've kind of been waiting on it for a while, but it's not seemingly a bit in the e-store yet. Plan to do a stream of Scott Pilgrim. Oh hell yeah. Anamanaguchi blasting in the background. Seriously, when that film came out and the game came out, that was like my go-to thing, was just slapping on Anamanaguchi and jamming out and then having a good laugh playing the game and getting all the references. Hey Shinju! The thing is, the game goes really close to the graphic novel as well. Or the graphic novels. I remember getting those. And then working out from the little details how much Scott ends up having to pay for the bus. It was like $5 something for the bus. I was like, wait, what? This is little details, but I absolutely love Scott Pilgrim. Like, even though the movie is completely different to the graphic novel and the game, I still enjoy the movie. A really good film, though. Hey Shinju! I think I've already said that, but come on, it's so hard to file this freaking thing down here because of the surface. It's slanted, so the file keeps slipping off. Come on. Freaking knobs, man. Let's, come on. Okay, so this one on the top is more or less gone. I'm glad you acknowledged my existence 2 times this Shinju. It was cool. Have I got my foot? Yeah, I've got my foot on the extra runners underneath the desk here, because I put the extra runners that we had that were garbage the other day. Put them under the desk and let them sit there, and now I just realised I'm resting my foot on them because I could hear stuff like snapping, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Oh, can't get the knife in there. But can I? Oh, I'm gonna have to. There we go. That seems to have worked. Trying to make sure I sand this down well enough is a bit of a pain in the ass, but I mean, I'm in no rush. I gotta wonder whether I can get any of these kits done by Christmas. Good job I wasn't like turning around and saying, oh, I'll definitely get this done by this time. No, instead this is just a celebratory piece that will take as long as it takes to look good. I don't mind, because it's nice and relaxing, you know, in the meantime. I've said before, like, I absolutely love how Gunpla is just relaxing to make. And there goes the music, because of YouTube's stupid autoplay thing. There we go. Yeah. Anyway. I love how relaxing Gunpla is to make, so it's fun just taking my time and really enjoying the process, you know. There's something relaxing about just sitting down and filing away and cutting at plastic until it takes the shape that you want. Is that? No, that's smooth now, okay. Don't want to go in on it too crazy because I've caused a potentially new bevel on this side based on how much I've sanded it. Let's just try and try and get that flat a little bit so it doesn't show off that bevel or the new bit that I've sanded down a little bit too much there. Looks okay. Oh. My hand's a tiny bit of a break here. So, let's bag this stuff. There's the beam saber. I thought I had another baggie out before for this, but apparently not. I'm gonna have loads of baggies full of parts by the end of this project. Okay. Let's do the bits of the arms here that I can make out. Like I said, I'm probably going to be going backwards and forwards between different baggies here, so I'll try and do a little bit more before I call it. These are definitely the shoulders. And those are the arms. Those look like the arms as well. I'll do them. Shiju says, once in a while, even Fetties build Xeon suits instead of destroying them. Miracles still exist, or Moody is a member of the Titans. The thing is, it's like, when people look back at all the streams, you'll see I do resort to some Zeke suits, but it's very few. Like, I started out with the Zaku Sniper because it gave me a load of range. Then I switched to, I think it was the Gym Sniper 2 for a while now, for just the sake of it, because what would happen was I found that I wouldn't be able to be found as easy while sniping with the Gym Sniper 2, because on the Zaku Sniper you can trace where the beam's coming from and immediately hone in on that person, you know, so you can immediately find them. Whereas with the Gym Sniper, because of its projectile not having a contrail to it, or rather not being a beam, without getting too technical here, means that you can't find it as easy. So I played that for a while. But in terms of Zeke suits, then I played the normal Ifrit from Blue Destiny for a while. You know, the one that the Ifrit Kai, the one that ends up fighting with the Blue Destiny. Then yeah, the Ifrit Nacht is definitely one of the favorites to go to. Like, when I eventually get it, though, primarily just because it replaces my Pixie. I absolutely loved the Pixie when it first came out, when I had it, because it's annoying for people, they can't see it, therefore you can just get in behind them and take the opportunity to strike at people and really do some damage. But the problem is, it doesn't have too much health, and it's kind of... It's more of a opportunistic suit. You have to be ready for those quick ambushes and get in, get out. Oh crap. You dropped that then. Whereas with the Ifrit Nacht, the Ifrit Nacht has the stuns, like it's got the cumulative stun from the kind of light stun from the kunai. Then the double kunai is a heavy stun, and then of course it's got its like Beyblade style attack, which I really like, just because it does a load of damage and it's a heavy strike, so with range, so it's gonna down them immediately. So yeah, it's fun to play as some Zeke suits, but not all of them. Like even the Camphor was fun when I learned its combo, and then I went back to playing the Pale Rider. Like, the Pale Rider is just something I've been working on for a while, just because of it combining quite a lot of things that I like about other suits into one suit. So it's like the 180 cannon that you see me using a lot on the Ground Gundam weapons rack. I was like, yeah, I'll have the 180 cannon. So sure enough, it's got that. It's got, I don't really like bazookas, but it had the the beam rifle. It had the machine guns and stuff. So for a while, I think I was running the beam rifle, but I'd been using on the Easy 8, and then I switched out to the bazooka. But it's got the pulse gun that the Unit 4 has, and the downswing that's very similar to the Easy 8 in its distance, but it's more like the BD2s, of which I didn't really have the BD2, but I'd seen how good it was. So at the time, the Pale Rider was really good as a choice, and it still is. I really do think that it's still a strong suit to pick. You just need to know how to use it. Sin says the sad part about is the second suit I mained and ever did way too well was with the Pixie. Like, I used to dominate ace matches somehow. Yeah, the thing with ace matches and stealth suits, as we all know, is that playing a stealth suit well in an ace match is not good before the ace is picked. Your best bet, obviously, like we've said previously, is to wait until the 3-minute mark, when I think it's about the 3-minute mark when the ace is picked, and then just go all ham. Just go all up in there and wreck everybody. Because there have been one too many times where I've been playing way too well in the Pixie or the E3 Nact, and then next minute it's like, so you're the ace. I'm like, well, there goes my stealth ability. The only thing that I had going for me. But the reason why the Pixie, I think, isn't as superior as the E3 Nact is primarily because the Nact has a better way of keeping itself off the radar by just immediately negating the radar, so you don't actually get to see where anyone is. So as long as they don't physically see you, you're completely invisible. You know, I feel like it's more stressful not having any radar than it is being able to at least see it but not be able to see the suit. So the Nact is definitely a good pick if you want to be completely invisible. Ooh, come on now. But yeah, I've tried every single role on GBO2, and I really do like playing, I think, support and GP. But with GP, you've got to make sure everybody else plays well with you, you know. If you're not working together effectively as a group with a good team comp, then it goes downhill fast. So fast. I think we're good here. It's going to be interesting when I do some of these other suits, because I want to see what Waddles is like, you know, because I've got the SD of Waddles, but I've not actually got the proper version, so it's going to be fun trying to make that up and see how that comes together. Come on now. These pieces clean up real nice at the moment. The only problem is you got to be really careful because they're rounded pieces. So if there's any imperfection on them, you're gonna immediately see it. It's like when I was talking about 3D modeling ages ago. If you've ever heard me talk about this, then it's the whole thing of primarily to do with characters or things like that. If you're modeling, say, a woman, because a woman has a lot more curves than a man, if you model her wrong, she's going to look absolutely terrible. You know, it just stands out way more on a female model than it does on a male if you've got something wrong. Also depends on the poly count as well, but it's the same on like rounded surfaces in general. If you've got a rounded surface and you've got an imperfection on it, it's going to look terrible. Okay. That's not looking too bad for those shoulders. Put them in a bag. Dusting off my hands here because of the amount of plastic I got on it. I have a feeling this is going to be like the Easy 8 build in which I have to come back to stuff later on. Just rotating my arm there and clicking it at the wrists so that I can get the air out of it. Is this Kian going to be Ava 1 colours? No, no, no. This isn't Boaties. This is Nugs. So it's primarily blue, yellow, and white, I think, with a bit of black here and there. Nugs, do you want to chime in on that? If he's around. These, I think, are the bits on the arms. Just looking at it now. I should be able to put these in the baggie as well. After cleaning these up. Oh, I love that. I just cut out like a bit of the rudder at the side and it just explodes off and goes flying. Hey, Proof! What naughty things did I miss? Oh, nothing at the moment. It's not like when I do a time add-in stream, you know. I mean, at least I'm not streaming the battle card game. That one has actual H scenes in it. Like, pretty crazy. Blue skirt, black boots and gloves, everything else is white, says Nugs. Ah, nice one. Right. Let's clean up these bits on the arms. It's a good job white spray paint's pretty easy to get hold of. But like I said, I'm going to try doing grey primer under everything, so hopefully it should look real nice. Because I did grey primer on, I think, oh crap, I knocked the desk down with my foot. I did grey primer on the crossbone robe, so hopefully it should come out just as well. Come on, some of these nubs here, man, I just can't wait until they're covered up by paint. This one's been filed down pretty well at the moment. Just gotta... Let's go a bit more. There we go, I think that one's ready. Okay. Can't wait to give these some weathering, you know. Give them all the base coats, and then once the base coats are done, go over them with some metal scratches here and there, and maybe a little bit of the soot colour to kind of emphasise little bits of use on the thrusters and things, or near the thrusters. Maybe a bit of rust here and there, so that they're not all perfect. I kind of want it to match the GBO2 artwork that we see, you know, used for some of the screens when you log in, where the suits have definitely seen a bit of battle, instead of them just being absolutely perfect and clean. And I imagine that's going to look real nice on him. At the end of the day, it's just giving him that sort of sense of use. Gonna make him look a little bit realistic. Maybe add some dirt to the feet. Oh, come on now. I feel like I should deliberately also you know, try to at least on my easy 8 do some like deliberate damaging on the leg sections. Get a soldering iron and then just go in on the plastic and just make it look as though it's been cut across the leg or something. I'd have to actually get a soldering iron, but I don't think they're too much to buy. Doug says, the more I watch, the more I want to paint my Gantt slot. I'm tempted to actually do that, see how much a soldering iron is now, so I can go in on the parts and really make them look damaged. Because I've never done battle damage like that before. That'd be really cool to have, you know, like bullet holes in the armor and things. Really wants to go the extra mile. I mean, the thing is, it's like, I've enjoyed these past 2 years with everyone so much, you know, that I feel like not going the extra mile and not doing as best as I can on these suits is a little bit of a, I wouldn't say it was totally offensive, but it was kind of underplaying the experience, you know. There's having a good laugh with everybody and trying to grow a community on GBO has been some really good fun. It, like I said, it constantly reminds me of years and years and years ago when I did the same on, say, like Halo. And those were some really fun times as well, so why not go all out and celebrate, you know, with representation of the legs. Oh yeah, gotta go all in on the leg joke. Maybe have it so like have a slash across the front of the legs, or maybe have one at the back, so say like you've got the leg like that, have the slash go across it. I feel like that'd be really cool. Plus, we all know it'd be part of the insider joke that we already have anyway for me and my lack of legs. And then deliberately hide a little decal on Boaty's waddles that just says Ava 1 or something like that. Like Ava Unit 1. Try and get a small decal from like the real grade or whatever. I imagine if Boaty saw that, he'd be really annoyed as well. It's like, god damn it. Just be like, it's there, it's not going away. I wonder if I can get real grade sticker sheets as well, you know, just on their own, because it'd be really nice to kind of put decals on some of these kits, you know, to make them look that extra little bit better. Because I do like the real grade decals, the small ones that say like warning, or they have the little red marks on them, or white marks in this case, so that you can put on like different parts of the suit. Surely they've got to do like individual sticker sheets, right? If you're gonna do GBO accurate, does that mean damaging only on the legs? What, for me? I mean, I get damage everywhere. Do like battle damage on the shield, battle damage on the legs, or just have no legs. I did joke about that, saying like I'd like to keep the kits, you know, without having to glue any of them, you know, or try and, you know, pose them in certain positions. I'd like to keep the mobility of them, because then I could easily just take the ball joint out of the waist in the Easy 8 and just have it crawled across the floor. That would be hilarious. But what the hell's happening with the music here? That moment where YouTube keeps pausing it every half an hour. This is me proof, not Moody, says Nugs. Yeah, this is Nugs' suit, not mine. Easy 8s, man. BD1 damage on my on my mecha balls every time I get blue balled and fail miserably, says Sid. You know, it's been so long since we need a resurgence of Mad Bomber Moody. I mean, the thing is, Mad Bomber Moody's still there. You just can't do it in custom matches because everybody else cottoned on real fast as to what it was doing. So I've kind of left it to everybody else. You know, I've gone silent. I'm underground now. Trust me, I've done it on random games and it is still fun. I just can't get away with it on custom games because everybody has the telltale signs, or at least knows the telltale signs for when I'm going for the bomb site. I go all silent, and then next minute I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody, I'm bombing the base. Next moment the bomb's going off and there's like, what was it, not 60 seconds. Actually it was like 60 seconds left and then it explodes. Don't try it at 600. No, I only try it in low cost. In high cost, it's pretty stupid. You know, normally I've not tried. Obviously, I've not played GBO since Dip My Hands In again. But when I was playing it a little bit more frequently, when I wouldn't play with everybody else and I'd just do a random game, that's when I'd do it. It was pretty fun. You'll die instantly to funnel, says Nugs. Oh god, yeah. Come on, Hans. Stay in here just a little while longer. Just gotta do this one more part. It's because I'm getting it across there again now, so... I think it's from doing the same actions over and over and over again. It's just repetitive strain. Yeah, I'm on. What I'll do is after I've done this, I'll take some painkillers or whatever, because that'll make it a little bit easier on me. Okay, let's do this bit. At least we've got quite a bit of the arms done and the torso today. Okay. Just need to do the cuff here. Yeah, I'm on there. So I'm going all crazy on this, trying to sand it down so it's real nice and smooth. Is that dust in that or what? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I think that's it. Sanding and cutting really takes a toll on how repetitive it is. Unfortunately, yeah, like at the moment, my, specifically this finger, because of me using it to balance, is, oh, it's getting crazy. Ow. Did that, then next moment all you could hear was it clicking as it was going back, because of, like, my fingers are really weird. They go quite far back. I'm not going to try it on camera, because it's clicking my thumb there as well. Like, every time I do that as well, that always clicks. Like, the thing is, that was the problem that I had from Doom, and then all these other clicking things have just come on recently, so I think it's just because of the repetitive stuff, because of me trying games again. Like, I'm getting it across there, and I'm getting it across there. So, hopefully, like, I'll just go dunk my hands in water now and just relax them for a bit, and they'll be fine. But yeah, pain in the ass when you're doing stuff for a while and you don't take a break or stretching, and then that sort of thing gets to you. I wish there was a little bit of an easier way of doing this without it affecting you. I think everything you've caught out so far has either been blue or black. It's like that one's the lighter purple at the moment. I don't know whether you mean by your own colours, but lighter purple, and then like the dark blue there. Yeah, and then we did the golden, the crappy Bandai gold for the saber, and then we got the legs over here that were all kind of blue, black, and a little bit of grey. It's definitely a nice kit though. I like the quality of the plastic. It's nice to clean up with just a file. It doesn't have too many bad nubs on it. It's just, I don't know. It could be a little bit better in some places, but at least it's going to get painted over. I imagine these would be an absolute nightmare to colour match at this point. Just do a talk stream, says Ultras. Do the gloves that you used last time help with this? Oh, the compression gloves. They help a little bit. It's I'm going to have them on probably later on just for relaxing. It's just the little bit of compression that you get on your hand to help relax them a little bit and make them feel a little bit more, I don't know, supported. Definitely helps. So yeah, Non says, hey, hello. Unfortunately, you've turned up to like the end of the stream, but yeah, let's call it there. Give my hands a bit of a break. I'll go dunk them in warm water and have the warm water help relax the muscles, and we'll see how it goes. So until next time, hope you guys have enjoyed yet another build stream, and next time we'll be doing the backpack, the head, some of the bits of the joints, and probably more or less just finishing up. So thank you very much yet again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!